I mean, I have chills watching this team. It is a completely different motor this year, and just the determination, the passion, the willingness to win and get out there and make a play.
This Indiana Fever team coming out motivated.
It's incredible!
Right now, everything is working for the Indiana Fever.
They have clinched the 6th seed in the 2024 WNBA playoffs.
It's extremely difficult to replace a legend. But the light at the end of the tunnel leading the Fever back into the playoffs hasn't just been rapidly approaching, it's been blinding. Led by one of the best rookie seasons in league history by Caitlin Clark, a strong second season from former #1 overall pick Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell back lighting up the scoreboard, the Indiana Fever are back in the WNBA playoffs.
It's important to me because you don't just want to be competing in the regular season. Being in the postseason is something, especially us as competitors, the universities that we went to, always knowing that we're competing in March Madness, we're knowing we're competing in Final Fours. That's what we want on the professional level as well, so making it to the playoffs, being able to continue to chip away at, continue to bring this franchise back to where it was.
Yeah, I think that we're hungry. I think our mentality is that we just want to get to the next play, next action. I think that we see ourselves being competitive for 40 minutes. And I think we've had a lot of experience on our belt this year to consider ourselves highly competitive to make a run if we really want to.
The playoffs are definitely where we want to be. I think every single person on our roster would say that same thing, and the great thing about this organization is it has great championship pedigree, whether it's what people did in college and bringing a championship, or whether it's, the past, like Tamika. Like, we see the championship trophy every single day when we walk into our locker room, and what she was able to build here and bring to this city. And I think you can also feel the buzz in the city about what we're going to be able to do. As long as we focus one game at a time, I think we'll be in a great spot.
At the end of the day, like laying it all out on the line for each other, for this team. That's what this is going to be about.
If I had to use a word to describe this team, it would be growth. And it takes time to get to know each other. And so I saw growth every week. And I think it just takes time for players to understand where they need the ball, how they play, how they, just everything about each other's game so that they can understand and respect each other.
The growth from different aspects of the game. We were having to learn all that on the fly in those early games, right? Because we didn't have a lot of practice time. The chemistry had to be built as we were playing those games, and that's hard to do for a really young, inexperienced team.
This break was key for us. We get a chance to rest. We get a chance to rest mentally, physically, emotionally, and have some fun during the break.
Don't cover my eyes.
I can see now.
Put your hand down. Put your hand down.
Once you build relationships with people and get comfortable, it just kind of changes, how you interact daily. And I really think that that's had a huge play in how we've played on the court.
It feels like everybody believes in every person and what their role is and what they can bring to this team. It's just really great to see everyone doing that.
I love what Kelsey said when she came in just a minute ago. What did she start talking about? Because I'm telling you guys, that's what it's going to be.
Details. That's how we're going to get better. That's how we take our game to the next level.
From Indianapolis, WNBA basketball is back after the Olympic break, where tonight the young upstart Indiana Fever take on Phoenix Mercury. Indiana's start and their resiliency, but this young group has responded. Indiana sweeps the season series.
But Indiana, with a huge fourth quarter, they outscore Seattle by 16 in the fourth, and they start the post-Olympic break with back-to-back wins against quality opponents.
Indiana comes back to Atlanta and walks away with another dub. Indiana is definitely a playoff team at this point, and Christy Sides has got them in good shape headed down the stretch of the regular season.
Great 14th win for the Fever. I had this been in a long time. All right, we keep moving forward.
9 wins
in their last 10 home games for Indiana.
This is a big win for confidence.
Defense is going to win his games, and I think that our young group, we took a couple hard falls early, and I think we learned a lot from it, and so now you guys get to see it.
The Fever put up 100 and take the series from Chicago 3-1.
Fever are sitting at 500 and 6 places.
Right now, the Fever, they're 6-1. They have the best record since the Olympic break.
And Indiana has now won 7 of 8 out of the Olympic break. Sole possession of 6th place.
For the first time since 2016, this team has clinched a playoff spot. You guys learned about it last night. What does that mean for you, this team, and this organization?
I mean, I'm just really happy for this organization, obviously. I mean, look at these fans. They're incredible. So if it wasn't for them, I don't know if they'd be here.
We're not satisfied.
We're not just happy to be there. Like, we really believe and we can compete with every single team that's going to be in the playoffs. I think we have confidence in the fact that, you know, whoever our first round matchup is, we have beat that team before. We're going to do everything we can to try to get it back here so our fans can cheer us on and have a little taste of playoff basketball as well.